An ailing baseball player moves into a new home. A backyard pool helps him with therapeutic physical therapy, but his family notices a strange coincidence. The better the father gets, the more in danger everyone else finds themselves. In 1992, a toy boat floated out of the pool. A girl noticed the noise. She looks out the window and sees the boat riding in the pool. She tells Tommy this news, and since her brother is asleep, the girl goes outside. The boat has already sunk. She gets the idea to fish it out with a scoop, but some force topples the girl into the water. Suddenly, her mother approaches the pool and asks her to swim up to her. In just a second, the woman vaporizes, and the ship rises to the surface again. The girl grabs the ship and is immediately dragged to the bottom, and little visible silhouettes emerge from the darkness. The action of the movie moves to Ray. He and his family are buying a new house. Ray is a very famous baseball player, but lately his health has deteriorated. He is very excited that their house will have a private pool. Ray notices a baseball lying on the tarp and tries to pick it up, but slips and falls into the water. A dream flashes before his eyes when he was able to beat the disease and return to the big leagues. Afterward, he quickly makes his way to the surface. During another visit to the doctor, they are told that the sclerosis is progressing. Ray has to do low mobility activities like walking. You can't get your old life back. You have to accept the new reality. Obviously, such words upset Ray, and he offers to stay in a house with a pool. Then they will have physical therapy, literally at their fingertips. For the next few days, Ava sets up the house to make it easier for Ray to get around. At school, Izzy was invited to join the swim team. While the family was cleaning the pool in their free time, Ray stuck her hand down the drain and bumped into something sharp. That very second, a dark slurry starts to rise from the pipe. They have to call a pool cleaning service. The man is surprised. He's never seen pools running on spring water before, but that doesn't stop him from doing his job. After a while, the pool is completely cleaned and ready for swimming. Before going to bed, Ray takes things apart, and Eve decides to go for a little swim. She is startled by Ray's ghost, after which the light begins to blink. The girl quickly climbs out, and the light returns to normal. Going into the room, she sees Ray sleeping and doesn't understand how he could be standing next to the pool. When everyone is asleep, the cat comes to the pool. A boat floats out of it, and in the morning, the cat is gone. But Ray's wound has miraculously healed. Tomorrow, they will have another checkup. The doctor is amazed to see the good indicators. Ava thinks that this is the reason for the new diet and water treatments. Because of the improved health, Ray has even increased his physical activity. His father asks Elliot to throw some coins in the pool. As Elliot sinks to the bottom, a shadow walks up to the jar of coins and throws one of them into the pool. Elliot tries to call his father, but he is nowhere to be found. The boy started looking for a coin. At the same time, new coins started falling. One of them fell on the drainage system. As soon as Elliot picked it up, the girl from the beginning of the movie called out to him and disappeared. After swimming for a while, Elliot notices that someone is walking on the diving board. He quickly dives out but finds no one. Suddenly, a girl's voice comes from the drain, and she wants to take the toy. Swimming closer, a large, hairy hand appears out of the darkness, which clearly does not belong to Rebecca. The boy tells his mother about the strange girl who is sitting in their chimney, but on inspecting the pool, Eve finds no one. Baseball practice awaits them today. Being the authority, Ray gives a lot of advice. The coach offers Ray to kick the ball. The first two throws he either falls from the pain or just misses. But during the third throw, Ray remembers the pool. His body is filled with power, and he literally tears the ball. Back home, he goes straight to the pool. A little later, the adults go off on their errands. Leaving the kids alone, Izzy takes the opportunity to invite the swim captain to visit. They play a game, find a friend by sound. Marco, however, decides to play a prank and swims out of the water. The light starts to blink, and a monster comes out to hunt. He tries to drag Izzy deep under the water as if the bottom of the pool has disappeared, but she miraculously escapes. Marco comes running to her screams, but he didn't see anything and it was only 2 seconds. Tomorrow her brother asks if she saw something strange, but Izzy denies it. Today they have a lot of guests, all having fun and escaping from the heat in the pool. Only Izzy tries not to touch the water. At the same time, Elliot sets up a camera in front of the pool. The realtor who sold them the house tells the story that a family lived here and everything suited them except the pool. There was a story about a girl who drowned here named Rebecca. Ray wanted to go for a little swim and play a game of who can drop who first. But as soon as Ray is underwater, a dark entity rises from the gutter and grabs him. Ray grabs the boy and takes him to the deepest part of the pool. This is noticed by Elliot and the head coach, causing them to rescue the boy in time. The bruises on his legs are clearly visible, although Ava assures them that Ray has a damaged nervous system, so he could have drowned too. The coach agrees not to file a police report. This becomes the last straw, and Eva wants to leave the house. After driving a couple of meters away, Ray suddenly becomes ill. His veins are covered with black liquid. It is only when they return to the house that his condition stabilizes. He asks Ava to take him to the pool. He really wants to sit in the depths. So that the pool can't hurt them anymore, Eve drains the water. Then she tries to find all the information she can on Rebecca. It turns out everyone who lived in the house disappeared. Rebecca was not the first. When she gets to Rebecca's mother, she wants to ask a lot of questions. Her son was very fond of the pool, but when asked if she had a daughter, the woman says no and retreats to the window. Black tears begin to pour from her eyes. She tells me that there is a water that has magical powers. Long ago, at the place of the pool, there was a spring, which gives all the most desirable things. When the water awakens, it takes life. For the magic to continue, the sacrifices must continue. The day Rebecca died, her brother wanted to help her, but the woman locked the door because a dark entity was controlling her body. It just so happens that Ray had been given the gift of the pool. Suddenly, the woman is taken over and Eve leaves. At the same time, the pool began to fill with water, and Ray's body came under the spirit's control. Elith notices that the water in the glass is acting up and goes outside for something. On an inflatable flamingo sat the spirit of a cat. It was a trap, and as soon as Elliot fell into the water, the pool began to cover with cloth. Izzy and Eve come to the rescue. Eve asks her daughter to run to the rail, and she will try to get Elliot. A gift to the unknown has formed at the bottom of the pool. Ava ties a hose and dives to the bottom, but the length of the hose is not enough. As soon as Ava grabbed her son, evil spirits appeared from everywhere. She swam to the top as fast as possible, but suddenly Rebecca appears and with the help of a coin shows that the top is actually in another direction, and the duo manages to escape. The boy shows no signs of life, and Eve starts to perform CPR, but a ray appears behind him. He grabs Eve but is attacked from behind by Izzy. After a couple of blows, the black slime leaves the body, and Elliot regains consciousness. Already, however, Elliot can't move away from the pool. Ray realizes the pool won't let them go without a victim, so she sinks to the bottom. A new day is dawning. The pool can no longer take lives, and they decide to destroy it completely. That's the end of the movie. I'll see you soon. Bye.